No, but I think, Mr. Salim, every time Air India has had the opportunity to bring in a professional manager. I remember Mr. Rusi Modi came in. You had lots of people coming in. The government, whether it's left, right or center, does not let anybody from the private sector perform. The demands that the government people make, whether ministers make it or the bureaucracy makes it, all the demands have to be met, otherwise you lose your job. So where is the free hand given to the experts? So I agree with you, bring in experts, but are you willing to give the experts the free hand to run the organization? So far, you all haven't done it. West Bengal government ran that Ashoka hotel near the airport. What happened to it? It's now closed, shut. Nobody ever goes to that place. So we must learn that there are some things the government can manage. There are some things government can't manage. Worldwide, governments are getting out of what should be left to the private sector and are keeping what they should have. Now, is the airline industry something that the government should have or not? That's the question. And I'm saying no, it shouldn't. Not the international part, at least. Get out of the international, competing with British Airways, Singapore Airlines. Which government authority and government airline can compete with those guys? Domestic, I'm still with you. I'm still with you on the domestic part.
Maybe I'd like to add a point that
I don't agree totally with that.
There are government-owned airlines today like Emirates and all which are running very well. But that's because the government's efficient.
Yeah.
And the government is not in a position to run.
I have a question for Captain Gopinath. Captain Gopinath, are you intending to bring out a new airline or not? Because airfares are going up. You know, you got Kingfisher, which is in a big mess. Now I can't even trust Air India. People are flying. We need a low-cost, effective airline. Everybody else is taking passengers for a jolly ride, sir.
In fact, I said that I want to start an airline because I can't afford the airfares now.
So you must tell us, when does this airline come about, or would you be prepared to take up the challenge of trying to run Air India? Would you take that up as a challenge?
No way. As Sunil Alak said, you need to fundamentally change the structure of Air India management, which has not happened and which cannot happen as long as it is under the government control. As he said, Singapore Airlines, for example, Singapore Airlines is a listed company and the government does not interfere. I know it firsthand. The government does not interfere. But here the government interferes with Air India, successive governments, as Mr. Salim said. So since we cannot have a structure where it's not possible to interfere, because if you go and sit in any Air India managing director's office, 24/7 he's getting calls from all the ministers asking for excess baggage to be waived, a person to be upgraded to the business class.
Flights to be held back. Stop the flight. Lalu Yadav is coming. He's on his way. He's left from his house. He's coming. The pilot can't take off. I mean, that happens as well.
What I'm saying is, I think there's a fundamental question here. We all know that it has got 40,000 employees. There are a lot of class 4, class 3 employees there. They had to be settled. Like in any organization, when you want to lay them off, you have to have a long-term policy of ensuring that they get a good golden handshake, and it is possible for the government to do it. Instead of pumping in every year 10,000 crores, they can give a one-time settlement.
It's not a golden handshake they need. They need to be taken out of their stupor and
let the pilots go out into the international market and find their worth.
Absolutely. I mean, if they have a golden handshake, all the good guys will go.
Yeah, if they are unhappy with Air India, go out and get another job. Why are you hanging around in
Wouldn't even get a job worth of class 4 employees?